Hello, and welcome back to another Dokkan battle video. So last time we went and checked out an early look for the new Beast Gohan, and he's absolutely disgusting. This time it's going to be mainly focused around making the Gammas look really strong. So I made this team that is solely based around the Gammas, and making it so that we can see how strong they can potentially look. So that's why we're bringing both of the old Gammas and as well as Blue Kaioken and Blue Evo, because they are going to be able to help build up their the standby really quickly. Let's go ahead and turn the animations back on, that way we can actually look at them again. We can go ahead and just jump into the Blue Vegeta fight. I think it's going to be a good fight for this. Alright. So remember, a big thing for both of the Gammas is their links. Holy key. So this so we got all 7 links active right here, in between Gamma 1 and then the new Beast Gohan, and they're up to 470. Remember that on Super Attack, their 18 key, they get 50%, and then every 12 key that they do, they get 30%. And then if they are able to do 3 Super Attacks, they then are able to get even more attack and defense, as well as damage reduction. It's only 30% in this phase, but then it ups they get 50% for free later. But right now, we'll basically be able to get the majority of that active. I'm actually gonna float off Beast Gohan because it's not about him right now. The one thing that I got wrong during the live stream when we were talking about their kits is what they need to build up. So they need int key spheres so that they can get the guaranteed supers, and then AGL or STR give them the chance of doing supers, so they can only do 4 supers instead of 6, which is a little bit worse, but like, who really cares? Right? Who really cares? It's not that big of a difference to the point where, like, oh my god, they're honorable. No, they're still gonna be completely fine, right? It's just now that I was just mistaken. I thought they could do 6 super attacks in a single turn. They cannot. It is only 3 or 4. Their first one, they're 10 million right away with 7 links, by the way, while supporting 50% attack and defense to the whole rotation. This is gross. Yeah, so they can only do 4. Their initial super attack, the 2 from whatever orbs they collect, and then their hidden potential system. I decided to give mine full additional. Remember, this is a private server video, so this is just like the test team that I'm using here to show it off. They have full additional here. I forgot to give equipment to 2 characters, being Gamma 2 and then the Evo Blue in Blue Kaioken, but I don't think it's really gonna matter. How much damage do they take from this? Remember, this is over 1 million damage. Yeah, it's kind of a lot, right? A little spooky. Remember, I do think that they're also going to be able to bring back Gamma 2, especially if we're in a fight that has blast-based super attacks, or, oh, well, I guess let's listen to it. Yeah. In a fight like this, where we don't have to worry about getting hit by blast-based super attacks, he'll be fine. Remember, we got AGL orbs there, so we don't have the guaranteed additional super attacks, but we are still going to have a 70% chance to hit it anyway. They should be fine in slot 1. Vegeta can't super attack right away. They're not going to have their damage reduction or anything. Remember, they get a lot of stats after they super attack. But I think they're going to be fine regardless. Like, they have such a high start-to-turn defense, and then by the time that they're ready to turn into their standby, which we are going to be able to do immediately next turn, because they only have to do 3 attacks to do that, they're going to be perfectly fine defensively. And you could technically get them linked up together, like with themselves, and they'll be ridiculously strong. And then you can use the other one to build up the other one's standby. It's kind of nice. I don't know how I feel about running both of them, like 2 different versions of them. You're going to have a lot of support roaming around, but I don't know if you really need it when you can instead run 2 Beast Gohans, right? So I think what a lot of people are going to end up doing is having the Gammas on 1 leader skill, depending on what kind of team you're running. If you're running a full superhero, it's probably going to be that. Like, this is in the instance you're running full superhero. The Gammas as your lead, and then a friend Beast Gohan with Beast on your team. That way you have slightly higher stats, for the most part, for characters like Blue Evo, Blue Kaioken, who are not on the 200% from Beast Gohan. They'll be able to get slightly higher leader skill stats from that, which I do think is a good idea, like a good little mini way of working around some of the restrictions there. But do you need it? Probably not. Right? I think most of these units are going to be completely fine anyway. So next turn, I am 1 billion% exchanging with one of our Gammas here. Actually, I really should do it with the one that's on rotation with Gamma 2, but that rotation is going to have Beast Gohan on it, so who cares? He got hit 1 time, so we have God Mode already active for him. Is Gogeta dead? Or not Gogeta, is Vegeta dead here? I think he is. No, not quite. Okay. Basically, though. He's basically dead. That sucks a little bit, because we're not able to get as many stats as I want from this. Let's just go ahead and stand by. Sick. So now remember that if they were to super attack, they'd be giving the entire rotation 50% defense. However, I want to get Gamma 1 a little bit more build up here. So we're just going to avoid that for right now. The reason I brought Blue Evo and Blue Kaioken is solely so they can do a bunch of attacks to build up standby. But again, that's not going to be able to happen, obviously, because they have like no health. But we're going to be able to build up quite a bit next turn, so I'm not too worried about it. And I'm not going to be too afraid of running Gamma 2 in here. I know this guy's going to have type disadvantage, right? Gamma 2. But remember, he's going to have all his Gamma links active. He can nullify Ki Blast super attacks, which this guy does. And then also, Beast Gohan can just do this. Which now he makes the entire rotation invincible. Yippee! Thanks, Beast Gohan. While having 1 million defense, by the way. That's not important. I mean, it is, but it's not. And then we're going to go ahead and grab our AGL key spheres here, because that's the only thing we can grab. Grab whatever. We do kind of want to make int key spheres, like be ready with the int, but it doesn't really matter. Oh, Beast Gohan, no, he's going to get targeted. Hey, Vegeta. He's gonna lose 80% of his 1 million defense with his insane amount of damage reduction. It's fun. It's a fun time. Now, if Gamma 2 were to get hit by the super attack here, he definitely would die. Like, assuredly, I think he would just die. But, like, is he gonna? No. So, does it matter? No. And Gamma 2 is another character that's able to build up the core breaker pretty quickly. He can do about 5 super attacks in a single turn. So if he does that, he'll be able to give us a decent amount of stats back on that massive nuke that is the core breaker. I highly doubt Vegeta lives that. Like, highly. Wait, are we going to be able to actually get Gohan to super attack before Vegeta hits him with the super, or is he just not super attacking? Gohan wouldn't die. He has bare minimum 60% damage reduction right now. I don't know if he's gotten hit 8 times. I would love for these to be super as Gamma 2, but it's fine. I mean, he's also dodging. I didn't give him that much dodge. Okay, here's the Vegeta super attack. Gohan, how much damage do you take from this with your massive damage reduction and massive amount of defense? Oh. It doesn't matter. It doesn't. I give this guy full additional, by the way. He does not have that much dodge. He has like 12 dodge. I mean, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. He's a funny unit. Not that he would have really taken damage anyway, but it's nice he didn't. And then we're gonna be able to kill with the core breaker. Yeah, I think the Steve's pretty good. Yeah, this is a little good. It's a little good. All right, how many stacks do we got of this? 12. It's not a whole lot, but it's fine. We still have 7 links active. Let's just go ahead and pop this core breaker. Vegeta's dead, by the way. He's dead. Wow, they really didn't give him a KO screen? With Gamma 2 dying? That's upsetting. But, yeah. pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good answer. Yeah, I mean... good units. Now, I don't know where I would rank them. I do think that the top 5 units of the game are all 4 of the Anniversary LRs and the Orange Piccolo. That's just my personal thoughts. And then after that, it's like probably Blue Evo, Blue Kaioken, the Super Saiyans, Future Gohan, Bulma, that kind of thing. But like, I don't think it really matters anymore because Beast Gohan is so damn good, and the Gammas are just able to perform so well with him basically covering every other unit in the entire game that I just don't think it matters. They're just that good. So. Let me know how you guys feel about the Gammas, right? They're kind of nuts. And remember, if that didn't kill, Gamma 1 would have came out, and he would have been able to give 50% defense for that rotation and the next rotation while having up to 80% damage reduction. So he wouldn't have died from literally anything in the entire game while doing like 20 million super attacks. So, very crazy. Very crazy, very free and easy team. Again, let me know how you guys feel about both the Gammas and LR Beast Gohan in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys all in a few hours when they drop and when we actually get to talk about them in game and have actually be able to really see them. So I'll see you guys then.